Da-da-da-da-da. Mhm. Da-da-da-da-da. Excellent. Right, we're on. We are on. So welcome. Give it a few minutes, guys. Make sure people sign in and log in to get on. So we're live on YouTube and Facebook at the moment, and obviously you're more than welcome to share the event and see if anyone else wants to join in, because you've got about a few minutes or so to kind of gather stuff, gather drinks, etc., and then go from there, really. So what I'm going to do is go live as well on my work Facebook page. Why is it doing that? Okay, so if it's your first time, let us know. If you are a recurring guest, let us know. And we can start doing quiz stuff. That is the plan. So I'm going to stream on as many platforms as possible with many mobile devices as possible. I don't know how many I can actually do in one go, so we'll try Instagram as well. Actually, let's try it if it's any easier. Let's do it. Cool, we're in. So welcome everyone who is part of the journey of virtual Fun Quiz Live. My name is Matt and I will be your host for the greatest quiz of all. So we're here to do a completely free fun quiz to help pass the time in this current pandemic. But as well, obviously, today is especially to celebrate VE Day for the 75th anniversary. And because of that, I've created a special VE Day quiz round of 10 questions. So hopefully you know your history. Fingers crossed, really. So it's going to be good. So I'll give it a few more minutes and then we will begin. So yeah, so let me know who's around, who's watching. Obviously, on different platforms, it's very difficult to kind of see who's in and who's watching. So if you are watching for the first time, let us know. If you know me from whatever, let us know. And then obviously we'll start the quiz in a few minutes. And obviously in the quiz, we've got completely different rounds. So we've got 5 rounds of 10 questions. And like I said, each round, is about 10 questions long. And then for each 2 rounds, we'll have a break. So you're more than welcome to replenish any snacks or drinks or whatever. And then we'll review those questions and then do the next 2. And then have another break, a little quick break, and then do the special one, which is VE Day. That is the special round. So really looking forward to getting with that. Some great questions. Obviously, don't be too daunted with the amount of history knowledge. So, and just have fun with it. Have fun with it. So, for some who don't know, my name's Matt. Work for the YMCA Derbyshire, and we're trying to do a lot of community-based stuff now, which is kind of virtual, and like kind of really help help reach out to people in need, and obviously doesn't really, there's no real category as such. It's just trying to do life with people in a positive way and just have fun. It helps pass the time. Obviously, something so simple as a free online quiz can help pass an hour, hour and a half, and you have a good time with it. And I'm happy to take up the time to create the questions for yourselves. So what I'm going to do in a minute is actually start. So if people are ready, I'll do a quiz. I'll do a quiz, and this is the 6th quiz of my tenure. So I will happily continue to do all these quizzes until we're back to normality, which I don't think will ever be, but but I'm happy to do it. So, and it's great fun. So fingers crossed that we're able to do more. If you want to do it, great. What I'd suggest, if you are committed to this, is you'd need some sort of notepad or like on your phone or pen and paper, and just write down your answers. Simple as that. And if some answers are close on the wire, kind of, oh, it sounds a bit right, you're the one to mark it, not me. So I'm just the guy that reads the questions. So if you want to have a debate with yourself, not me. So, and have fun with it, really. And this is it. So what I'm going to do is crack on, really. So if and when you're ready, I will begin the quiz, and I will start with general knowledge, and then I'll move to music, I believe, and then that's your first 2 rounds. And then I think it's music. I'm completely oblivious, actually. Is it music? Definitely general knowledge. Yeah, it's music. So that's your first 2 rounds. So I'm going to crack on and begin, really. So let's do this. Let's see the YouTube. Yeah, it is my real hair. Steph cut my hair. I suggest your wife cuts yours. To be honest, be a brave guy and do it. Just do it. So, oh gosh, I'm showing like devices I'm trying to stream on. So, question 1 of general knowledge, and obviously the 5th round is VE Day, World War. That's your history, kind of really in-depth World War questions. So certain people might have a really confidentness. I don't know if that's a real word, but anyways. So question 1, round 1, general knowledge. So it's a complete mix. I've completely mixed it, and some of it actually is sport. So I'm sorry about that, but extra sport can't go wrong. So round 1, general knowledge. Here we go. In rugby union, a bonus point is awarded to a team that scores at least how many tries in a match? So in rugby union, a bonus point is awarded to a team that scores at least how many tries in a match? That's your first question. Question 2. Which is the 5th planet from the sun? So which is the 5th planet from the sun? Oh, beautiful. Okay, so this one is a bit of, I don't know why it's general knowledge, but it's a bit of darts and a bit of maths. So kind of, I don't know what like area to put it in. So I've thought general a bit of maths. So you need to kind of know calculators. So how many degrees does each section of a dartboard measure? Think about it. So how many degrees does each section of a dartboard measure? So it's probably more maths than actually sport knowledge in that one. Cool, that was question 3. So question 4. In which European country would you find the town Duffel? So that's Duffel. So in which country would you find the town Duffel? Cool. Question 5, general knowledge. What does AC stand for when used on a button on a calculator? So what does AC stand for on a calculator? And that was question 5. And obviously I can repeat the questions that you've missed or whatever in the intervals. So in question 6 of general knowledge, in which US state is Alcatraz? In which US state is Alcatraz? That's a good question, that is. Question 7. What is the highest possible hand in a game of poker? So what is the highest possible hand in a game of poker? I've been looking forward to playing poker again. Question 8. A car with the international license plate code of IL comes from which country? So a car with the international license plate code of IL comes from which country? Have a guess. What do you reckon? Okay, so the next one is a board game one that requires every detail in this one. So no skips, please. Please name me all 6 characters who represent in the game of Cluedo. I need all 6, please. So in the game, so name all 6 characters who represent the players in the original game of Cluedo. Need all 6. Excellent. And last question. In which year was Concorde first flown? So in which year was Concorde first flown? And that's general knowledge. Obviously, more than welcome to myself to repeat any questions in that after this round of music. So don't panic, really, to be honest. And I've got 10 beautiful random music questions for you all. So, you ready? You may, if you've got kids around, you may maybe need to get to these few questions. So, question 1 of music. One Direction is known for being the runners-up for the X Factor in 2010, but who came first? So who came first in the X Factor in 2010? That's what I'm after. Then World War II questions later on, mate. Later on. I've got a whole round of why South Africa cheated 2 World Cups. That could be a special one next week. Need more than 10 questions for that one. Flipping it. So VE Day round is round 5. So we're currently through round 2. So question 2 of music. Which singer has had the most UK #1 singles ever? So which singer has had the most UK #1 singles ever? Ever. Excellent. And question 3. What was Britney Spears' first single called? So I'm after Britney Spears' first single. What was it called? Okay. Question 4 of music. Who is the only singer to have ever performed more than one James Bond theme song? So who's the only singer to have ever performed more than one James Bond song? Good, isn't it? Question 5. Who were the 3 headliners for Glastonbury 2019? So who were the 3 headliners for Glastonbury 2019? Do, 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 do. That's a tough one, it's not gonna lie. Question 6 of music. Who is the only musician to have ever been awarded for the Nobel Prize for Literature? So, who is the only musician to have ever been awarded the Nobel Prize for Literature? And question 7. Which Beatles song was banned from the BBC for its lyrics? So which Beatles song was banned from the BBC for its lyrics? And who was, question eight, sorry. Who was the first female artist to achieve a UK #1 with a self-written song? So who was the first female artist to achieve a UK #1 with a self-written song? And question 9. What is the real name of the U2's guitarist known as The Edge? So what is the real name of U2's guitarist known as The Edge? Tough question. Question 10 of music and then a break. What is David Bowie's real name? What is David Bowie's real name? So that's your first 2 rounds. So if any questions need repeating, let me know, and then we jump to the sport round. So I'll give yourselves a minute or 2 to do whatever, and we'll go from there. So that is your first round of general knowledge and music. Hope you're all well. And obviously, if you've got other platforms you can stream on as well, so it's easier. And if you want any questions repeating, let me know. And then we've got sport and we've got food and drink. And then it's VE Day special. Cause you've gotta. Honestly, people are more than happy if you share, you can join in, and they can catch up on this video later on. It'll always be up on here. Yeah, whatever's easier really. I know with obviously today that most people may be out and about having a outdoor picnic with the neighbours and stuff. So I get that. But obviously, if people want to do a bit of a break from whatever and come inside and do a quiz, then this is what I'm here for. So I'm going to just rattle through general knowledge now, and then we'll go from there, really. So let's just look at comments and stuff. There's no other question you're repeating from what I believe, and then we'll just crack on, really. That's generally the idea, and then we'll go. So pens and pencils at the ready. Let's review. So my first question of general knowledge was, in a rugby union match, a bonus point is awarded for a team that scores at least how many tries? That is 4. I need number 4 for try time. Question 2, which is the 5th planet from the sun? That is Jupiter. And question 3, this is my maths/darts one. How many degrees does each numbered section on a dartboard measure? It is 18 degrees. So there's 20 sections of a dartboard, 1 to 20. So if you do 360 divided by 20, that is 18. So you've got 18 degrees. Kicking yourself if you've not got that one, because it was so simple. Or was it? Just don't know. Question 4. In a European country, where would you find the town Duffel? That is Belgium. You would find that town in Belgium. And AC, question 5 on the calculator, that means all clear. All clear on the calculator. And question 6, in which US state is Alcatraz? It's in California. It's in California. Question 7, what is the highest possible hand in a game of poker? That is a royal flush. So same suit of 10, Jack, Queen, King, Ace. Boom, you've won. You've won big money. Not sure on the odds on that, but it's pretty slim. And question 8, a car with the international license plate of the code IL comes from Israel. It comes from Israel. And name me all 6 characters that represent the players in the game of Cluedo. So I'm gonna read the list. You tick them off. You need all 6 for the point. You can't have 5 out of 6. You've got Miss Scarlet, Colonel Mustard, Mrs. White, Reverend Green, Mrs. Peacock, and Professor Plum. So you need all those 6 to warrant the point from that question. If you got 5 out of 6, don't count. Sorry, don't count. But if you want to give yourself a moral point, then so be it. But it's not a true point in my books. But it's there if you want it. If you want a 5th of a 6th of a point, go for it. And last one, general knowledge. Question 10. In which year was Concorde first flown? That was 1969. 1969. And question 2 of music. So One Direction came second, but who came first in 2010? That was Matt Cardle. Matt Cardle. I think it was The Climb. He came first in number 1 in. And which singer had the most UK number 1s singles ever? That is Elvis, Mr. Presley. And question 3 of music. What was Britney Spears' first single called? That was Hit Me Baby One More Time. Question 4. So who is the only singer to have performed more than one James Bond theme song? That is Shirley Bassey. Shirley Bassey. Question 5. Who were the 3 headliners for Glastonbury 2019? So you got The Cure, The Killers, and Stormzy. So The Cure, Killers, and Stormzy. You need all 3 for the point. Tough one, but it's what it is. And question 6. Who is the only musician to have ever been awarded the Nobel Prize for Literature? That was Bob Dylan. So Bob Dylan. Got that? And which Beatles song was banned from the BBC for its lyrics? That was I Am a Walrus. Don't know why. Not looked into it. Didn't have time, but I'm intrigued. And question 8, who is the first female artist to achieve a number 1 with a self-written song? That was Kate Bush. And what was the real name of the U2's guitarist known as The Edge? That was David Evans. And question 10, what was David Bowie's real name? That was David Jones. David Jones. His real name. And that's it. So rack them up out of 20. Let me know what you got out of 20. Ping them in the comments and stuff. And then we'll jump into sport and food and drink. So if you need someone to go to the bar as such, go for it. So, work out of 20, let me know. It's a tough one, that was. I'm not going to lie. So, and then we'll jump to sport round in a sec. My favourite. I've had to restrain myself, obviously. So we'll jump into sport. Okay. So I think we're ready. Ooh, tough round sport music was. Flipping heck. Tough one. But I think people actually, sport round's not too bad. It's not too bad. Okay, let's do this. I'll check the comments in a sec. So I've got a variety of sport questions. First one is football. Do apologise. Can't resist. So in football, which team has won the Champions League, or formerly known as the European Cup, the most? So who's won the Champions League / European Cup the most? And if you want to guess how many times, more than welcome. More than welcome. Tough one. Question 2 of sport. How many players are there in a rugby league team? That's a nice one, that is. So how many players are there on a rugby league team? Cool. Question 3. Which horse is the only 3-time winner of the Grand National? So which horse is the only 3-time winner of the Grand National? Okay. And question 4. Since 1977, where has snooker's World Championship taken place? So since 1977, where has snooker's World Championship taken place? I'm not really after the city. I'm after not the city. More the venue. What's it called? And question 5, it's a bit of tennis. In tennis, what piece of fruit is found on the top of the men's Wimbledon trophy? Cool, that'll test a few. Hardcore tennis fans. So what piece of fruit is found on the top of the men's Wimbledon trophy? And question 6. Who won the FIFA Women's World Cup in 2019? So who won the FIFA Women's World Cup in 2019? Question 7, bit of 10-pin bowling here. What is the term given for a third consecutive strike. So in bowling, what is the term given for 3 consecutive strikes? Brilliant. So question 8 of sport. How many darts titles has Phil Taylor won? Well, world dart titles. So world titles. So how many world titles has Phil Taylor won in darts? You've got the power. Tell you that. Bit thirsty today, yeah. So we've got sponsored, hopefully. Could be like some sort of like viewers payment, you know. It's on sale in Tesco for £12, but you know. So in golf, question 9. Where does the Masters take place? So in golf, where does the Masters take place? And question 10 of your sport. In 2016, who announced their retirement after days becoming the Formula World Champion? So in 2016, who announced their retirement days after becoming World Formula One Champion? Who was it? There you go. Cheated twice. Okay, that is your sport. So I'm always happy to repeat any questions and stuff. So I'm going to jump to food and drink. Real mixed array of this. So question 1, food and drink. Which nuts are used in marzipan? So which nuts are used in marzipan? And question 2, what is the most famous beer in Mexico? That shouldn't be too difficult. And question 3, which country is the origin of the cocktail mojito? So which country is the origin of the cocktail mojito? And question 4, what is Japanese sake, so SKE, made from? That pronounced right. What is Japanese sake made from? Obviously, keep your answers to yourselves. Otherwise, you might encourage other people to copy and paste your answers. Don't comment your answers, then. Don't do it. Could be right, could be wrong. Question 5 of food and drink. Which vitamin is the only one that you would not find in an egg? So which vitamin is the only one that you would not find in an egg? Well, that's good. Okay, and question 6. Bit of chemicals here. What is the chemical formula for table salt? So what is the chemical formula for table salt? Excellent. Vernon, stop putting your answers on in the comments because people might steal them. They could be right, could be wrong. Keep them to yourself. Keep them to yourself. And then I'll go through them. That's the whole point of the quiz. That's the whole point of the quiz, Vernon. Question 7. What does IPA stand for? Boom. We've got to get this one. If I don't get this, you're not my friend. What does IPA stand for in beer? Love it. So IPA, what was that? What stand for? That was question 7. Question 8. What meat is used in a Glamorgan sausage? So question 8 is what meat is used in a Glamorgan sausage? Question 9. What ingredient is included in food in a Florentine style? So what ingredient is included in food in a Florentine style? Okay. Question 10, a food and drink, and then break time. So which fish is the main ingredient of a Scotch woodcock? So which fish is the main ingredient of a Scotch woodcock? And that is your next 2 rounds. So you're more than welcome to have a quick break, get bits and bobs, and then I'll review the sport and food and drink, and we'll go to our VE Day special. And obviously, I have a tiebreaker question / forfeit. So if you're in your household and you're not really competing, maybe you're way off with who's won, who's lost. But the tiebreaker is a great question where the nearest person wins, obviously, and the furthest away has to do some sort of forfeit or chore that you create. So there could be extra washing the dishes, could be iron all the clothes. You place your bet with whoever's in your household or in a WhatsApp group, and could do that really. So we definitely had people commenting saying that so and so's been washing all the pots and stuff because they were miles off with the the Route 66 question a few weeks ago. So always bear that in mind, how confident you're feeling. Obviously, I'll give nothing away of what the tiebreaker question will be. So you've got a minute or so to gather, and anyone that needs any questions repeating, you're more than welcome to comment, and then I'm happy to do that. So I'll give you a few minutes, really. Magic. And then go through it. So there's one more round left. And you probably need an array of clientele to hopefully broaden the horizon with the answers. Hopefully, it's not too challenging, the VE Day special. Hopefully not, but I think we can get at least half in this. I'd hope so. I'd hope our teachers have done us proud back in school. So I'm going to get a quick refill and I'll come back, and then we'll go through Le Sport. And obviously, you're more than welcome to comment your answers and stuff now in the comments section and have a bit of chat and things like that. So go for it, and obviously let us know what you've got out of 20. So music and food, music, sport and food one as well. So always helps me to kind of try and get a ballpark of difficulty and such. Obviously, it's really easy to tempting to kind of make it really hard, but obviously different ages, backgrounds, etc. So try and get that broad spectrum. So bear with me, back in a minute, and then we'll go through sport. So see you in a sec. Okay, so let's go through sport. Let's do it. So hopefully we're confident in this. Try to mix up as much as I can. So apologies if it's just not in your range, but I've done my best. So sport question one. In football, which team has won the Champions League, formerly known as European Cup, the most? That is Real Madrid. They've won it 13 times. Little bonus point for yourself on that if you got that one right. And question two, how many players are there in a rugby league team? That is 13. 13 player rugby league team. Question three, which horse is the only three-timed winner of the Grand National? That is Red Rum. Red Rum. Question four, since 1977, where's Snooker's World Championship taken place? That is the Crucible Theatre. If you put just the word Crucible, I guess you can have that. But if you're really harsh on yourself and don't want to mark yourself a point on that, it's up to you. And question five, bit of tennis. Who's a keen Wimbledon fan out there? In tennis, what piece of fruit is found at the top of the men's Wimbledon trophy? That is a pineapple. It's not a strawberry. It's a pineapple. Question six, who has won the FIFA Women's World Cup in 2019? That is USA. Question seven, in 10-pin bowling, what is the term given for a third consecutive strike? That is a turkey. it is a turkey. And how many world titles has Phil Taylor won? That is 16. And in golf, where does the Masters take place? That is Augusta National. And if you just had the word Augusta, it's up to you. Emma, this top has won the Premier League more than certain club lost 20 or plus games in it. So 4 years ago today, actually. 4 years ago today, Leicester won the league. There you go. We won the league 4 years ago today. We lift the trophy. How about that? Amazing. And in question 10, 2016, who announced their retirement after days becoming the Formula One champion? That is Nico Rosberg. Nico Rosberg. Rack 'em up, rack 'em up. What do you get out of 10 that sport one? Don't let me know yet. Let me know after I've reviewed. Oh, Aaron, question 3, round 3, question 1. Round 3, that was 4, isn't it? Round 3. So Real Madrid. Real Madrid won the title 13 times. So, food and drink. Food and drink. Ready for this one? So, nice one to start off. Which nuts are used in marzipan? That is almonds. And what is the famous Mexican beer? It's not Punk IPA, it is Corona. Or Hazy Jane. It's not that, it's Corona beer. It's always very cheap at the moment. And which country is the origin of the cocktail mojito? That is Cuba. The Cubans. And question 4, what is the Japanese sake? S-A-K-E, made from? That is rice. And question 5, which vitamin is the only one that you will not find in an egg? That is vitamin C. You won't find it in an egg. Question 6, what is the chemical formula for table salt? That is NaC1. So NaC1. And what does IPA stand for? That is Indian Pale Ale. Unbelievable. Indian Pale Ale. And question 8. Which meat is used in a Glamorgan sausage? Actually a trick question. Do apologise. It's none. They are made from cheese. If you know your Glamorgan. Made from cheese. That is question 8. Question 9. What is the ingredient in a food in a Florentine style? That is spinach. Spinach. Question 9. Question 10. Which fish is the main ingredient of a Scotch woodcock? That is anchovy. And that's your third, that is your other 2. So let me know what you got out of those 2 rounds, or a combined out of 40. Let me know. And you've got your big one now. So you've got your big VE Day special quiz. Drew, quiz round next. Quiz round, history. You should know this one. Stay tuned, quiz, history. It's got history, 10 questions of history next. I'll hook you in. So history is next, VE Day special. So what did we get with our sport and food and drink? Let me know. And then I will go through our VE Day special. It's quite hard to find questions such, but we got there. Magic. We're doing well. People, I think it's been a hard one this week, not gonna lie. So, how you doing, Diane? You're right. So, well, people are more welcome to comment and stuff after the live feed. So, the quiz will always happen for a week or so because I rewatch the video. Let me know what you've got. So, go from there, really. So, what I'm going to do now is look at all the other comments. So, we've got out of 40 and our total score. And then we'll jump to our VE Day special quiz, which is banging. That'll really test the knowledge of people who are passionate about their country. Let's see. And obviously, as well, I always welcome it. Started last week that if people ever wanted to kind of hang out still, do some sort of like Zoom chat, I can always happily put a link in the description or in the comment section as such, where you can just hang out and just have a and just see how we're doing. So I might ping that during the late back end of the quiz. So you're more than welcome just to tune into that, and if you want to hang out with the Zoom, more than welcome to. So always an open opportunity, kind of talk and do life really. So I'm going to crack on with the VE Day special quiz. So here we go. Here we go. VE Day special. You got 10 questions here. Let's see how we do. Question 1 of VE Day special. What does VE Day stand for? God, tongue twister. What does VE Day stand for? That's the question. That's your first one. Your second one. Who was the monarch at the time of VE Day? So who was the monarch at the time of VE Day? And question 3. Which country did Nazi Germany invade to start World War II? So, which country did Nazi Germany invade to start World War II? Next one. And in which year did World War II start? So, in which year did World War II start? And next one. Who was the Prime Minister when Britain declared war on Germany? So who was the Prime Minister when Britain declared war on Germany? Next one. How many years has it been since World War II ended? That's question 5. How many years has it been since World War II ended? Question 6, I believe. I haven't got numbers for this one. True or false? We go 50-50. So true or false? Adolf Hitler signed the Nazi surrender to end the fight in Europe. So true or false? Adolf Hitler signed the Nazi surrender to end the fighting in Europe. So next question, which came 50-50? Which came first? VE Day or VJ Day? So victory in Japan, really, VJ, if you're not sure. So which came first? VE or VJ? And your last two questions. So question 9. Which part of the British Isles did the Nazis occupy during World War II? So what part of the British Isles did the Nazis occupy during World War II? And question 10, last one. Question 10. What does VE Day commemorate? Say that. What does VE Day commemorate? Commemorate. What does VE Day commemorate? Gosh. And that's it. That's your VE Day special quiz. So I'm going to give you a minute to run through that, and then I will go through the answers for that, and then I've got my ultimate tiebreaker / forfeit question, and then job's a good one. So I hope we are ready for this. I had to refresh the Instagram feed there, it's expired. So what I'll do is, in the meantime, give you 30 seconds or so. I'm going to create some sort of a Zoom kind of meetup in that sense, and then if you want to join in with a Zoom chat, you're more than welcome to. And if you're not, so be it. Fine, happy. So you're more than welcome to join in that and just say hello and see how you're doing. And I will see if I can create an account. I don't think I actually have. I think I just kind of sponge off just joining sessions. So I'll go through it now, and then obviously we'll see how we're doing. So let's just bear with me 1 minute. So if you're not sure any questions need repeating, let me know in any comment sections, and then I will go through that, and then my ultimate tiebreaker. Yeah, so Seth's going to send a link actually, and I'll just post the link on. That makes sense. So I'll go through the answers then. So here we go. So question 1 of VE Day. Check the feeds actually. We're okay. What does VE Day stand for? That means Victory in Europe. That's what VE Day stands for. Victory in Europe. And question 2, who was the monarch at the time of VE Day? That was King George VI. Number 3, what country did Nazi Germany invade to start World War II? That was Poland. It was Poland. And next one, and in which year did World War II start? That was 1939. And next one, who was the Prime Minister when Britain declared a war on Germany? That was Neville Chamberlain. Neville Chamberlain. And next one, how many years has it been since World War II ended? That is 75. In the tabloids, the media, 75 years. That's what I want. So the next one was true or false. So true or false, Adolf Hitler signed the Nazi surrender to end the fight in Europe. That's actually false. He committed suicide in his Berlin bunker a week earlier on April 30th. Some may say apparently committed suicide. Conspiracies are out there. Who knows? Which came first, VE Day or VJ Day? So Victory in Japan. It was actually VE Day. VJ Day came in August 1945 when the Japanese announced its plans to surrender. Question 9. Which part of the British Isles did the Nazis occupy during World War II? That is the Channel Islands. Proper questions these are for VE Day. Last one. What does VE Day commemorate? That is the end of the war, end of the World War II in Europe. That's what I'm after, the end of the World War II in Europe. And that's it. So let me know what you got out of VE Day, out of 10. And then I will jump to my tiebreaker, and then that's it. That is it. So let me know what you got out of VE Day out of 10. And then job's a good one. Obviously, it's quite difficult to get everyone right on that one, but obviously, it's just an immense special day today that we commemorate the people that sacrificed their lives to give us freedom, really. And obviously, it's in this pandemic for us to only stay at home rather than fight for our country is a massive difference. And it's great how, as a country, we're all coming together to do that. And yeah, it is frustrating that some people don't comply with that, but as a whole, I think overall that we're doing that. And obviously, we just got to kind of stay positive in the sense that, yeah, there's big news, etc., whatever review coming on Sunday. But obviously, let's not get carried away with that. Let's just think they have to review it by law, and if it means staying in for X amount of weeks, months, then so be it. It is the best thing to do for our country, and I'd rather stay at home than fight. So it's not really hard, is it? It's not hard. And so let me know what you've got in that VE Day special or as an overall out of 50. Let me know. And then I'll jump to my tiebreaker, my 50-50 forfeit question for anyone that is in their household, that they'll have to do extra chores around the house. It's completely up to the people involved in this question. So you can place your bets now, place your stakes, And obviously we'll go, whatever you say, I'm just the guy that asks the questions. So if someone wants to do extra washing up, extra chores, nappy changing, I don't know. So I've been given a meeting idea, etc. Stuff that people want to like hang out on Zoom and stuff. You're more than welcome to join the Zoom chat on that. Obviously, I will put the meeting ID in the chat. So we've got this. There you go. So if you want to ping that in to Zoom in literally a minute or so, I'm just going to go through this tiebreaker. And here we go. So tiebreaker forfeit. Got your forfeits, go for it. If someone's ready to do the washing up, go for it. So, gosh, tough question this is. So, as the crow flies, how many miles from London to New York? You can put your comments in all the multimedia platforms, but once you commented, that's you locking in. That's it. So, how many miles, as the crow flies, is from London to New York? What is it? So London to New York as the crow flies. What do we reckon? How many miles do we think it is? Let me know. I'll give you a minute to decide. And then that's it. And it's locked in. I've got the meeting ID wrong. Hang on. 5, 3, 4, 2, 7, 1, 4, 8, 1, 10. So here's the Zoom. So let me know what you've got, and I'll just ping this in the chats. 2, 7, 1, 4, 8, 1, 2. There we go. So I'm going to copy this into Facebook and then pop it into YouTube. So as a crow flies, what is the distance between London to New York? Got to guess. You have to guess what it is. And you can't say, oh, I guess that, but you've not said it. As long as the person you're with, you've acknowledged what they've said and what they've guessed legitimately. But I guess if you've not guessed the answer, then you can't win. And the person that has guessed, I guess, won because you've had a go. So, how many miles as the crow flies is from London to New York? So, as the crow flies, literally straight across, 3,470 miles. So, 3,470 miles. 3470. That's it. That's tiebreaker. So even if there was people that were on a tiebreak, that's your one. I doubt that people got both spot on and then want another tiebreaker. I doubt that. But it is what it is. That's there. And there we go. So thank you for tuning in. And what I'll do is hop on straight onto Zoom. We'll hang out for a bit, more than welcome to, and we'll go from there really. So thanks for tuning in. And obviously, with VE Day, many people are celebrating quite rarely, but obviously, we're here next week. I'll put a link in the description with what we do. And obviously, we're working with One for Derbyshire that any donations, especially of toiletry equipment, etc., shower gel, shampoo, etc., that we'd specially warmly receive. So please bear it in mind. We've got our website and Facebook. We've got Amazon Smile and our wish list. So if you're online shopping on Amazon, that if you just look on our Facebook or website, that any particular items you can order on our behalf, that we'd be so grateful for. So thank you for that. And obviously stay safe, stay at home, and we'll see you soon. Bye bye.